Hello, welcome back. Welcome. I am Sabrina, and I am on my phone because the whole world is on their phone. I'm looking kind of blurry. Let's see if I can bring you in. Give me a second to get adjusted here. Yeah, so I've given up the laptop landscape mode because everybody in the world is on their phone, and I figured I'm going to try just going on my phone, and maybe I can capture some people. What's that? Some people that way. You know what I mean? Hello, there's somebody there already. One thumb up. The only problem is I have trouble reading from this distance. The chat. I think I have to push a different button in order to see the chats. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, yes. And follow community guidelines. Yes, please do that also. I don't know why I look like I have a filter. Let me see where I go now to see chats. Come on, Jade. Chat filter, top messages, all messages. All right, I don't see anything yet. Sorry, I don't remember where to go to see if somebody is sending me a message. Alchemy of Life. Oh my gosh. Hello. All right, I'm glad I caught alive for something for a good night. Sorry, it's hard for me to see. I usually have my phone in my hand. Okay, Jade, come over here to the sofa. Come on, jump up. She's jealous. Like I said, I figured this is my last attempt to try to get people. No one has come for the past month at least. And this is my last attempt because I figure everybody's on their phone and maybe they'll just hop on their phone. Are you on your phone? Eating dinner again and watching magic. Well, I, guys, am recovering from a bad fall at the roller rink. You might have seen this last week or 2 weeks ago. I am actually still in a lot of pain from head to toe. I don't like to take pain meds. So I'm managing it, keeping myself busy. So I'm going to pull this TV tray up here. And I can't remember if you can see what I'm doing here or not. Let me pull this down. All right. So I thought I would give a live demonstration rather than just sit and talk. I've been making anointing oils for a couple of years, and I thought I would start by telling my story of why I decided to start making anointing oils. Well, I had an experience with anointing oil, and that was many years ago when I was with my first life partner, and we were in the desert, and we were having a seasonal time off with the summer. And I mean, every summer it was a struggle because of the seasons. So I had ordered or made a donation and asked to receive an anointing oil from a healing ministry. I was being part of a healing ministry at that time. And that was the only thing that I really liked, were things that had to do with healing. So we received a tiny little vial of oil. So my life partner at that time was from Peru, and he believed in those sort of things. Your intention is attached to the oil, and this one was, had good vibes. It had been prayed over by the people in the ministry for those to have better luck, right? Eliminate negativity and have some better luck. And I wasn't sure where to put it, and there were instructions about putting it on your checkbook, putting it on your wallet. And he was excited, and he took that vial of oil and he opened it and he anointed his wallet. So I went and I anointed my checkbook, but at the time I was like, I don't really understand, right, what all of this is. I was a locked up person at that time, but I really liked the healing ministries. So I guess within a day or two, he had gone out the door of our apartment across the little tiny hallway to the laundry room. We were on the corner. Laundry room was also on the corner. Excuse me. And he came back and said, look, and showed me a $50 bill. And I asked, where did you get that? He said, was in the laundry room. Where? In the dryer. In the dryer? He said, yeah. He had already done the wash, and then I know he had gone out again. He said, I went out to put the wash in the dryer, and this was in the dryer. Must have come out of somebody's pocket in their pants, and they didn't see it. And I thought, you put it there, right? Were you hiding this money? You're all of a sudden showing it to me? He said, no. We didn't have any cash money, guys. It was terrible. And so, that was my first experience. And we were able to go to the grocery store and fill the refrigerator at that time with $50. So that was my first experience with anointing oil. And I forgot it for a while, but I've remembered it recently. So I've been on a magical practice since about 2001. I've had to slowly start my collection of herbs from the grocery store, spices and herbs, and then eventually an inexpensive oil from the dollar store. I was just on a journey of gathering things at that time. But it was 2 years ago, about 2021 or early 2022 maybe, I had decided to start creating an oil for Goddess Astarte, because I had initiated with her and I had a blessing the very next day. And I just wanted to do something for her. I just wanted to make an oil for her, and I was going to use it in my own rituals to honor her, commune with her, or connect with her, and, invoke her for assistance when I needed it. So I've been on this kick now of making oils for several years. I've made several videos of all the different oils. A lot of the oils that I have made so far, and the ones that I have showed you how to make on video are in bottles, except for one, and listed on my Ko-fi account, KO-FI. But tonight I want to talk to you about how you would use the oil. There's several different ways. Yes, you can, of course, anoint your checkbook. You can anoint your wallet. You can anoint the bottom of your sock before you put your feet in your shoes, right? As in hoodoo traditions, they do that with magical powders. I do have lots of magical powders. So, yeah, I've been on this road for many years. And my next oil that will be bottled, well, the most recent one is a hoodoo traditional oil, Black Cat, with the addition of my familiar's fur and whiskers. So there's one whisker in each bottle that I will fill and prepare for you. All my oils are under $20, guys, except for my Black Moon Lilith oil. So, yeah, the next one I'm going to bottle up is my Legal Justice oil. I think that's the last one that I've got made already, pre-made, that I just need to put in a bottle. But I've already got a new idea for a new oil to make for protection. Not as strong as banishing, but for protection. And I also have Psychic Uncrossing, which I need to list on my Ko-Fi coffee page. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So I've been working very hard since the beginning of June, trying to get the word out, making shorts. So tonight I'm going to show very briefly how you can do your candle magic, how I do my candle magic. And then, of course, I've been showing the wax images that are left behind by Spirit to give me a message. Now, I did just do a ritual last night. So this is going to serve a double purpose tonight in that I'll demonstrate to you what you can do, what I do, and then tomorrow morning I will read the wax image left behind from Spirit to tell me something about what my blessing will be, because I made a request. As I'm starting to build this business up again with my candle magic services and my oils, I am having to re-sign up for substitute teaching and at least go twice a week until I start getting more orders. I have several different things that I can do now. So, look at this little candle. Isn't that cool? It's, I think it's what you would call a fat chime. There's skinny chimes. There's skinny taper candles. There's, of course, birthday candles, which is for very quick requests in magic. And I would call this a fat chime. So, whoops, it won't burn away in 20 minutes, but it's got enough wax to actually leave me a message by Spirit in the wax. So I take it first and I hold it in my dominant hand. I think of my intention. And it really should be, you can either do these once a week to keep money flowing, for example, to keep yourself on a mindset of budgeting and holding on to most of the money that comes in every week. Or you can wait until, things have been going well. You did a strong ritual and things have been going well, and now there's a little hiccup. So I'm charging it with my intention based on what I asked for last night in my ritual, which was to Shiva. Okay, I've had some wonderful results in working with Shiva. So that is set with my intention. So you're first of all going to need a candle holder or a candle holder plate. This is really good for freestanding candles, which is what I do almost all the time when I really want to see what kind of a wax image will be left behind by Spirit. Okay? Highly recommend this. The candle flame, guys, I have been learning, is a gateway to the spirit realm. All right. Now, when I'm going to do a working for someone else, I'll be using a bigger, this is, I would call a fat taper, not quite a jumbo. so that I can have a really nice, readable image to look at, you know, really see what's going on there. If there's a nice big image that has been left behind in the wax, then I'm going to be able to have enough wax to see that for a client. Okay. So then I have this carving tool from Dollar Tree. Now, I don't exactly remember what it's for. This is a bump on the end. I think it might be a little crochet needle. I think it's also a carving tool. I don't know. I think it's a carving tool. I use the pointed end here. You can use a nail. You can use a pencil. You can use a pen. I also have a magical instrument called an atame. And now it is a screwdriver. It's over there on my altar. It was charged after a dream. A lot of my initiations, a lot of things that I am being told to do come to me through dreams. Now what you're going to do is carve from the bottom up your name. This is attraction magic, by the way. So we're going to be using attraction oil, which can be used to attract anything. It's an all-purpose oil. We set our intention, we carve our name, we carve our intention in the candle. Okay? Silver Raven Wolf has said, some people think the slash of a pen has no real power, and nothing could be further from the truth, because you are connecting your subconscious mind to your writing. So now I'm going to put what I asked for. And I'm going to specify what I asked for. We want things that are in good condition. Maybe we want a specific color, if you want to get that specific. Maybe you want somebody to gift the item, but I leave it up to spirit because I never know what's going to happen. All right, now my intention is carved in the candle, and now I'm going to take my attraction oil, guys. Can you see that? I'm just using little labels. And it's got basil leaf from my plant on the balcony. My friend Chantel said she was going to come. Maybe she'll come in a few minutes. So you're going to shake it. You're going to activate it. And I use my hands, like a lot of practitioners do. I have said before that I believe wholeheartedly in letting our energy through our hands be a wonderful catalyst. You can slap it if you want to activate it. It has a very nice light smell, everybody, okay? Then you're going to just really rub that oil into that candle. You're not going to saturate it. You're just really going to rub it in. And you're activating, or you're amplifying your intention. That really soaked it in. You're amplifying your intention with the oil. The oil's going to hold it in. You know it's attraction oil. And now you're just really getting it in there. Now you're going to have your handy dandy lighter from the Dollar Tree. And you're going to melt the bottom. And get it to stick. There, that's a pretty good, let's see if I can do it a little bit better. Sometimes oil gets on the bottom. Oh, I've got too many fans on here. All right, you're going to stick that on. Now, of course, there's a variety of other things you can do. You can add oil around the base of the candle. You can add dirt for earthly material needs. The color of the candle also corresponds. Somebody else is here. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you went to eat dinner. You missed a lot. You're going to have to do the playback. I'm basically done. I'm just talking about other things that people could add if they have the money. Here's some play money with a dollar amount. You can add on or near. You can even put it in the front of the candle plate. There's dice so that the odds are in your favor. Put those there. I've even got a little vial of gold flakes from Mount Rushmore. I can open that and leave that off the plate. Now in hoodoo they put live flowers and herbs. I've actually got some fresh rosemary in the refrigerator, so I'll probably put that. And yeah, there's just a variety of, oh, where is it? Okay, so if you want to attract a new friend, male or female, potential romance, you could use catnip. And so you would sprinkle catnip all around the bottom. And this is my storage box of herbs. And if I open it, I don't know if you can see, guys, but of course I have a collection, and there's a lot more that I need to buy. But I've recently purchased Abre Camino. Oh, this is orris root, also called crown of success. You could sprinkle some of that around there. Licorice root, which is good for mentally influencing the mind of another person. If you want to do, it's always recommended to do a gentle push. I can't see. Road opener. I like this one. A few times I've used it, guys. It's worked. It's left some really interesting images, which I post my candle wax images on my YouTube shorts. This is real Abre Camino. I got it from a Botanica shop out here. Ooh, that smells good. Okay, I can't tell what you said. Let's see here. How was dinner? It's in just in time. Oh, we should do a go live together, and I can hear you talking. Let's see. Much and completed. Dinner was amazing. Well, I've got a TV tray here, but I got a candle. So if you're looking to receive a wax image, put the dice, I would say, off to the sides. Keep everything off the plate except for the little tiny sprinkle of herbs. Now you can even take the candle and roll it in herbs on a piece of paper and then glue it down. So yeah, there's spices you could put, fresh herbs, fresh flowers, and then other accessories, as well as a petition. If you want, you can write down again what your specific request is on a piece of paper and put it under the plate. And that is basically it. Here are some keys you can also use as a symbol of having something be unlocked for you. New friends, new romantic prospects, new opportunity, customers, orders, whatever it is. It's an all-purpose oil to attract what you need. You can anoint your wallet, you can anoint your checkbook. And I also have now a mini ritual that I'm offering on my coffee account for $30. So who's here? Nicholas Cage. How did you know, new car? My old truck is just, wow, that's funny. Yes. Now I had an interesting thing happen the other day when I did my ritual to Shiva, and my friend gave me an amount of money that I desperately needed. About 5 days later, Alchemy of Life, road opener plus the key. Yeah, I had done a road opener spell, and the results were amazing in the wax image. My eyes are blurry, guys. I'm managing my pain from my roller skating fall. Boom! On the hard cement. Let's see. Okay. I came in when you were turning the key. Well, a key is really a symbol just for opening up anything, really, right? Like a romantic opportunity, an apartment, a home, unlock whatever it is that's preventing people from purchasing. I have a clarity oil for $9.99, guys. And if you haven't heard my story, you'll have to do this replay and hear my story of my first experience with anointing oil. And many years later now, I'm on this kick because it holds your intention on the candle. It amplifies it. And then you light it up. So if there aren't any questions, I guess I'll keep it short. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to stop by and watch me. And I hope if you need to go back and replay it, that you use your power that has been granted to you by the divine, your divine power to co-create psycho-spirituality, take from the unformed, bring it into form, and yeah, if you don't already have some experiences, and sometimes we think it's a fluke, but if you practice regularly, you'll find that we actually get better at it. All right. Namaste. I have to fix this. Blessed be. Stay calm and carry on. Let's see. Have you ever done hoodoo? Come to me. Yes. I did a little come to me spell one time. It didn't work because that person had a lot of things going on in their life. A lot of people were making requests and demands on their time and their money and their affection, and it didn't work. I have some hoodoo come to me rituals for a bath. Yes, purification baths are part of that. Guys, it doesn't work on narcissists, I hate to say. Unless that person has a dramatic change in what it is that they are dealing with in their life and they don't want to deal with it anymore and they move away from that, there might be a chance for two people to maybe, become acquainted. But yeah, when you've got someone who's got deep-seated fear issues and control issues and there's a lot that they have to work on, it's just better if it doesn't work. And yeah, I've learned an incredible amount over the past 2 years, and that person might try to reach out to you in their own terms, in their own way, and that's not a two-way street. That's a one-sided street. So make sure my lotto ticket. Yes, a lot of people want that for sure. And I don't see any reason why you couldn't try to win several $1,000s, right? There's a guy who actually has a business. If you pay him, he'll send you sets of numbers every week. And if you pay to play, you could win anywhere from several hundred to several $1,000s every month. So, yeah, he was a math professor, I think. Yeah, I mean, if you come across that and you want to try that, why not? That's to me smart. You got to pay him and then you got to pay to play, but he has one regularly. And I didn't do that because I wanted to do this. I wanted to do my candle magics and grow in my spiritual practice. So check out my coffee account, please. ko-fi.com/casting cauldron. My friend actually gave me $400, guys. She said she heard a voice tell her, give Sabrina $400. So, Spirit does work in mysterious ways. And a lot of times it's really, really good to have it come from your friends. The greatest resource we can ever have is other people. And if we get too comfortable with technology and the lights go out, who do we know? Who have we forged really good relationships or friendships with that would be willing to lend us a lantern or help us pay our light bill or whatever? Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, Spirit really doesn't want us to be so isolated that we don't need anybody or anything from anybody. So yeah, I like helping people, and so does Alchemy of Life. Nicholas, I hope you can stop by again next week. And I'm having some trouble here. All right, I'll fight with my candle by myself. Anyone? Hardly anyone. I can't read the whole thing. Yeah, I play some numbers. Good for you. I hope you win. Regularly. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to do it regularly. You know, I probably will. I've done it in the past. And if you don't play regularly, you can't have a chance to try, to win something eventually, right? So, yeah. Um, Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. I will do this again next Sunday on my phone. Because, like I said, I think everybody's on their phone. Nobody's been coming to my lives when I'm on my Chromebook. So, namaste. Blessed be. Stay calm. Carry on. Let me know your successes and whatever you're doing uh, for money or whatever. And if you visit my site, okay, stay calm, carry on, and have a wonderful week. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this thing off.